So, as I was thinking, like, my reset upgrade company should not have a business license. It should have something, but it just shouldn't have a business license. You know what I'm saying? Um, as to Power 92.1 of him turning into conductor entertainment, I could see, like, yeah, I need a business license for this. I think that, like, that, yeah, I'm gonna need that. But we're talking about we are upgrading and resetting the government's paperwork. So that means, like, if somebody goes call City Hall and say, what building is da 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 paper in, or how can I go about changing this in particular sheet of paper? Okay, well, with this sheet of paper goes another sheet of paper. So if you don't fill out two sheets of papers, then what they're resetting is the pieces. They're gonna look at the sheet of paper that you file, okay? Then they're gonna find the sheet of paper that goes with the sheet of paper, and then they're gonna sit down and do surgery on both sheets of paper, and then they're gonna put them back. Okay, so it's not that you wasn't awarded whatever change that you wanted to put into the system, but because there are two sheets of papers to go with it, is what they would have to do to upgrade both sheets of papers. Okay, so I want people to understand that when you go and I would like to change this sheet of paper. Okay, so example, the city do not want people that's working in been in prison working for the city. Okay, so then somebody's going to go and, well, we would like to change this situation. Okay, so then, okay, because you just changed the one sheet of paper, but you didn't change two sheets of papers, what the government going to do is they're going to take heed to, this is the change in which you would like to place in, but then because you didn't fill out the paper that goes with the paper, and a lot of people don't know that it's two sheet of paper, two things in one. Okay, a lot of people just don't know that. Okay, so because you didn't change two sheets of papers, and you can't really sue them because then I'm learning about it. Okay, so then there's two sheets of paper with one sheet of paper, right? Okay, so then what the government is gonna do is they're gonna take the sheet of paper and be advised of what you placed in. Okay, but then they're gonna reset the situation, right? Where, okay, in these areas, prison people can work in this, maybe this or this or this or that, but they can't work in all the areas because it depends on what it is that you're saying. Because, like, I can see, like, parks and recreation, you know what I'm saying? I can see, like, y'all doing recycling and doing trash. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But then there's other areas in which they may just be like, this is off limits, this is off limits, this is off limits, stuff like that. For the benefit of everyday people that does business with them. Okay. So with that being said, when you don't fill out two pieces of paper, these things could happen. Okay. So it's not that they're ignoring you or anything. They're taking heed to what it is that you placed in, okay? But then they have to reset it where in certain positions you cannot apply for, okay? And so then they're gonna fix both sheets of papers, cause eventually they will see, like, well, what is that? So then they were gonna take note to, like, oh, with this one, they will have to actually realize, like, this sheet of paper goes with this sheet of paper. Okay, so just so people can understand, like, and it's like a puzzle. Okay, it really is. But then with my reset and my upgrade company, I just feel like and best interest to myself. It shouldn't be called a business license. It should be called something, but it's just not a it's like a branch down Grant City. Then basically then I'm going to get a business license. Okay, but then with Conductor Entertainment, I think like yeah, cuz it's a record label and a radio station. You feel me? So with certain things, they have to look into a different it's a difference in between the two things. Okay? And so like they have to fix that. So then when because I'm going down Grant City, right? I could get 401k. I won't need Social Security anymore. Like basically, I could get a 401k. I can get every like it's like going down Rich City really. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go to school if I want to go to school. I could buy a car. I could buy a house. I could do anything, everything that a rich person does, because then the government is taking care of me, and it's nothing that I cannot have. You understand what I'm saying? That's when I'm going down Grant City with the government. But then I'm like, well, uh, I want to do Conductor Entertainment. You understand? So then they have to go in and do surgery with that, like, and well, you could do the record label, yeah, with your, because basically, I'm still upgrading companies. Just it's just on when it's government boundaries. Government has boundaries, just like Area 51. They have boundaries, and with their boundaries, you don't want to cross that line. Okay, so then there's certain areas in which I will not seek into. You feel me? They will seek into, but there are certain things in which I can do. You know what I'm saying? And so then because everybody's implanted into the system, I can fix different companies, and the government would just pay me for it. Like they would just send me everything, and they're gonna get my name right on my paperwork and stuff. They're gonna transfer everything over, and it's gonna be right, and it's not gonna be wrong anymore. It's like because it really does something to my brain cells that I have to think back to the day I was in the hospital. So like that's just like a child that came from Africa. Somebody put her in adoption system, and when the child was able to talk in English, and it's not her actual language, it's what does the child say to the people that has adopted her. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like I'm 38, and I have to go back to the day that I was born. You understand what I'm saying? And then my dad said, I didn't sign your birth certificate. I signed your birth certificate. He was like, I signed your birth certificate, but like the piece of paper that I have states that like your name is not there. Like you wasn't even in the hospital with me, son. You know what I'm saying? And he like, yeah, I was in the hospital with you. You know what I'm saying? And I signed a sheet of paper. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's a difference between when somebody is not there and they didn't sign the birth certificate, and when somebody was in the building with you. I was there with you the month that you was in the hospital. And why my name not on this piece of paper? Do you understand what I'm saying? So like it's like a center field of a person going back into the day that they was born, and like so, and like really what really does a child remember on the day in which they were born? You know what I'm saying? Because like when I did my experiment to go back, I don't know exactly what I was thinking actually. Okay, really I wasn't. I don't know, but to go back to the age of 3 or 4, like you would know like I went when I was in the hospital really, because then what does a child remember when they're really in the hospital? But okay, so then at the age of 3 or 4, I can remember this actually thing happened in the house with my grandmother. Okay, most people can't even remember uh 8, 9, 10. And the story that you're gonna tell 8, 9, and 10 is gonna sound like really retarded. Okay, so I just want people to understand like I can tell a story from 3 and 4 years old with Power 92.1 and talking to a man, and grandma was doing something. I don't know what the hell she was doing. I just ran in the house, Grandma, who that man is? And the man was like, I am Power 92.1 FM. So, therefore, and the man invited me to a concert. Okay? So then, I don't went to a concert, somebody trying to date. I don't know what the hell going on. I slid across the floor. I don't know. I know, you know. So therefore, what was that? Okay? So, like, I could tell people stuff that maybe a lot of other people wouldn't be like, how the hell she remember 3 and 4? She 38. Feel what I'm saying? So, like, with going back into time, basically, I feel like maybe I went back in time or something. I don't know. It's strange and it's crazy. And I just want Power 92.1 FM to fix it. The American Association to fix it. The federal government. It does this actually go with a business license? Because I don't think that you should do that. And, but I can't see, like, a recording label. I can see that with a business license, but I can't see. Let's upgrade. Let's reset with no bit. No, I think that you're going to need to find a different sheet of paper. There has to be a different paper, you know? And that's just the sheet of paper that the governments take care of. It's like going to Grant City. But see, this here's the thing. Because I'm stating this, they're not going to allow everybody to do this. Okay? So, I want you to understand that. Oh, because she's doing a reset upgrade system, you know. Oh, we should do that, but see, the whole thing is you have to be trained to do it. If you're not trained to do it, I can't, allow it. You know what I'm saying? Because you have been doing it for as long as I have been doing it. So then when everything comes in, when the government says, time to send her money, because we got this and we understand how to put this in place. Everything is all good, but everybody would not be a part, because basically I'm basically saying I want to be a part of the university, but the university is not even set up right. So, it's just, I don't know. I'm just saying.